he is someone who's trying to change a flawed police system from the inside, but yet in one of the episodes, his character was still racial profile. Talk to us about how emotional that may have been for you. Being a Black man in America, I'm sure either you've been stopped or someone close to you has been stopped. And for Joe, could you talk to us about what kind of feedback you may have received from, highlighting this topic in that episode?
I don't think there's a Black man in America who hasn't had an experience. I've had, multiple, and people I know have had multiple. I think when you are approaching it from a story perspective, though, it always begins with the script. It does for me anyway. And Joe Wilson came to me on hiatus last season and said, I had this idea, and he really wanted to dig into this. And he was so passionate about it because he'd had his own experiences. And so, Dante as a character in general, the way Joe and our writers, Terry and Andrew and everybody in the writers' room has set him up to being inside the system, trying to make a change. How do you do that with all of these outlying forces? And when I say outlying forces, I mean the forces of racism that we all deal with on a daily basis. And it's something that it never goes away. You walk out the door and it's there. But I think what we're seeing right now in our storytelling with this show in particular is a new ability to actually tell these stories in a grand way, and I think that our hats have to go off to everybody at CBS and NBCU for getting behind it and supporting Joe and myself and Queen and all of us to be able to tell these types of stories.
The response has been amazing. My phone's constantly blowing up. The feedback has been incredible. There's a few trolls out there. Why are they, why do they keep telling this story? Because it's necessary. It is absolutely necessary because it's still happening. Tory knows this. 2 days before the episode aired, I was pulled off my boat at gunpoint by the police, racially profiled. I was literally posting about the episode airing on social media, and I had a gun pointed at me moments later. And so this is why we tell the stories, because it's happening. It's ironic, that usually you get to express yourself through your art and tell the story. It happened in the reverse way this time. Tell the story and then it happened. So, we have a responsibility, and we're going to keep the fight up, and because we have to. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth, but they need to hear the truth. And the studio network, they've supported us in that.